Hello guys, in this video we'll be learning about D-latch using multiplexer. Let us first look into the schematic symbol of a D-latch using multiplexer. This is the schematic symbol where you have the data input signal, the gate signal as the control signal, and the data output signal, which is the Q. Next, let us look into the circuit diagram of a D-latch using 2-to-1 multiplexer. As you can see that the control signal is the gate signal in this case, and there is a data input signal and the data output signal which is fed back to D0 input of the multiplexer. When the latch's gate is high, when the control signal is high, the latch is open and information flows from the D input to the Q output. When the latch's gate is low, the latch is closed and is in memory mode, remembering what value was on the D input when the gate changed from high to low, that is gate changed from 1 to 0. This is shown in the timing diagram here. The waveforms shown when a signal is stable, a constant signal that's either low or high. When gate is high, we can see Q changing to a new stable output value. Our theory is that after G changes to a low value, Q will stay stable at whatever value was on the D and G made the high to low transition. But we know that in general we can't assume anything about the output of the combinational device until the propagation delay after the input transition. The device is allowed to do whatever it wants in the interval between the contamination and propagation delay after the input transitions. But how will our memory work if the 1 to 0 transitions on the G causes the Q output to become invalid for a brief interval? After all, it's the value on the Q output we are trying to remember. We are going to have to ensure that 1 to 0 transition on the G doesn't affect the Q output. That's why we specified a lenient mux for our memory component. The circuit diagram and truth table of the lenient mux is shown here. The output of the lenient mux remains valid and stable even after an input transition under any of the following three conditions. First one, when we are loading the latch by setting G to 1 or setting G once the D input has been valid and stable for propagation delay, we are guaranteed that the Q output will be stable and valid with the same value as the D input, independently of the Q's initial value. If both Q and D are valid and stable for propagation delay, the Q output will be unaffected by subsequent transitions on the G input. This is the situation that will allow us to have 1 to 0 transition on G without contaminating the Q output. Finally, if G is low and Q has been stable for at least propagation delay, the output will be unaffected by subsequent transitions on the D input. But does lenient mux guarantee a working latch? Well, if we are careful about ensuring the signals are stable at right times, we can leverage the lenient behavior of the multiplexer. Thank you.